Hosting means you can never get the right web host without knowing what you need. Forget about our overall list of top 10 web hosts for a while and think thoroughly on your own needs. What kind of website are you building? Windows applications do you need? Do you need a special version of software? PHP? Does your website need special software? How big or small can go the web traffic volume? 2. Server uptime record. Nothing is more important than 24/7 having a web host operating. You need a web host is operating on a powerful and stable server network connections. 99.5% and above is the recommended score. Uptime anything below 99% is unacceptable. There are a number of different ways to obtain a web host uptime info. For one, Uptime Hosting features latest score in most of our hosting reviews. 3. Multiple add-on domains. Domain names are cheap, so cheap that it is hard to resist not owning more than one. In fact, most webmasters own dozens of domain names these days. These domains to host. You will need additional hosting space, and this is why it is important to have a hosting account that allows adding multiple domains. 4. Server upgrades options. Shared web hosts are pretty powerful these days. On a very rough estimation, a shared hosting account should be sufficient to support a proper optimized WordPress blog with 30.000 to 40.000 unique visitors monthly. You should be doing alright on a shared host if you manage to limit your concurrent database connections below 20. This is why I said it's always best to start with a shared hosting if you are new. However, if you expect your website to grow really big in the next 2 or 3 years, then you should consider picking up a web host through to grow. By grow, I mean upgrading your web host from shared hosting to VPS to dedicated server for more processing power, memory capacity, disk storage, and better security features. 5. Renewal prices. Hosting deals. Shared hosting especially normally are selling very cheap on sign-up, charge much higher prices, but on renewals, it is an industry norm. Unless you are willing to switch host every 2 or 3 years, there is no way to avoid the high renewal prices. In general, we think any price tag below $10 per mo is acceptable, but you might have to lower tolerance, so to avoid any unpleasant surprise, the TOS you should check and make sure you are okay with the renewal prices before sign up. One quick way to do this is to click on the hosting company's TOS link, usually at the bottom of homepage. Press Ctrl+F and search for Keyword Renewal or Renew for your reference. Here are the price comparisons for some of my favorite hosts. Note the gap between during sign-up promotional prices and standard prices for renewals.